senior counsel advocate Dali Mpofu was expected to appear before an independent disciplinary committee of the Legal Practice Council in Pretoria today. He has to answer to charges of alleged misconduct before that body, which is mandated to set norms and standards as well as regulate the professional conduct of legal practitioners. But the hearing has been postponed. For the very latest, let's bring in SABC News reporter Patricia Visagie, who is watching developments for us in Pretoria and joins us now live. And Patricia, it doesn't seem much happened today, and I can see you standing with Dali Mpofu himself.
Well, good morning, Ayanda, and to our viewers. Indeed, not much happened here today. Of course, it was a day that many expected a lot of activity to take place. As you can see, some of the MK party members have been mobilizing outside court. Not much of a large group throughout the morning. It was about 4 or 5 people, and just in the last couple of minutes, a group arrived that, of course, swelled the numbers. And you can see Advocate Dali Mpofu here is flagged by, of course, the MK members. And we just want to bring him into the conversation as he is here. The matter has been postponed. What do you make of the postponement? Also the issue around, it seems, infrastructure challenges that are also perhaps, making things difficult. There's no electricity inside.
Yes, no, as we have said, this is just a mighty waste of our time. So yes, today the LPC asked for a postponement on the basis that firstly, as you say, they don't have electricity. Secondly, as of only yesterday, they served us with amendments to the charge, and they confirmed it on the record that they've withdrawn 3 of the more ridiculous of the charges. Yeah. So with the 4 that are left, they will be giving us a new charge sheet. So obviously we'll need time to consider that new charge sheet. But we are here, we are ready, we were available. So, but we did not object to their request for a postponement. Whenever they want to waste our time again, we will be here. We will be available. And I just want to thank the people who have come here to support with the people next to me, Black People's Voice, and that's the chair of the Black People's Voice. There were also people from Pabasa, there are people from MK, and of course my legal team that is here, which is led by Advocate Mawande here. And we are really just waiting to see if we will get a new charge sheet. If we get it, we'll deal with it. If we don't get it, we'll carry on with our lives.
Of course, we do not want to jump ahead of proceedings, but we see the placards, the banners, miscarriage of justice. Some believe that this is a baseless attack on black professionals, in particular those who shake the status quo of colonial systems. Do you think that's what's happening to you?
Yes, I'm happy if people feel that way. I am on record on SABC as having said myself that this whole thing is a witch hunt which is politically motivated. I mean, some of these charges, as I said, are very laughable, to say the least. And those laughable charges have been dropped to prove that they were indeed laughable. Even the remaining ones, I think, are just nonsensical equally. So it's a question of time. So the climb down by the LPC in withdrawing these charges was something to be expected. It's not the first time, you know. I don't know, some of the people will be old enough to know that it's not the first time that progressive lawyers or progressive professionals are harassed. It happens all the time. It happened even in the 60s with advocates Bram Fischer, other lawyers like Mklenge and Victoria Mklenge were even
the former President Nelson Mandela
were even killed. Well, exactly, and Oliver Tambo. Those were so we are the fortunate ones. Griffith Mklenge and Victoria Mklenge were actually killed, and their children are orphaned now simply because the system did not like the kind of law they were practicing. The system did not like the kind of clients they were representing, and they actually brutally murdered them. So this kind of circus is nothing really compared to what some of the people have suffered. So we'd like to send a word of encouragement to other black professionals that you will be harassed, I mean, there are many examples. There's Advocate Mkhwebane here. There's Judge Sope. There are Brian Mulife. The list is endless. So I'm glad that I'm particularly glad that this organization called Black
But you're facing serious charges, some of it impugning on people's characters. They are defamatory of nature, some even linked to sexual innuendo commentary that apparently you have made. Don't you think that's very serious and needs to be tested within the bounds of the law?
No, that would be serious if it was charges. I've just told you those charges you are talking about have been dropped. So which sexual innuendo are you referring to?
Well, whether it's dropped or not, it's hanging in. Yes.
It's hanging where?
It's hanging in the public balance. It's out there.
Well, I'm sure there's one. There can only be one option. It's either hanging or dropped. So it can be both. Yeah.
So either way, what do you make of these charges?
I've told you what I make of it. They are ridiculous, ludicrous, senseless and laughable. That's why they've been dropped. Yeah, because there's nothing to them. You can't, for example, say a lawyer is charged for discrediting a witness. That's what lawyers do. Any first-year law student will tell you that that's what you are trained to do. So it was just totally nonsensical. And now they tell us that Chief Justice Maya and Professor Thulima Donsela have said they want nothing to do with this. How did they do the charges without talking to them? Because they are the ones who should be embarrassed. You should be asking them why they embarrass themselves like this, bringing charges and then being told by the people who are supposed to be complainants that take me out of that nonsensical charge.
Thank you so much, the Advocate Dali Mpofu, just bringing us into his confidence in terms of what he makes of the charges, some of the charges that he is facing, obviously, and really just the process that is postponed here today. Of course, there is no date in terms of to when is it postponed, but as you have heard, he's saying that him and his team and, of course, his party, the MK party, is also here to defend him, to support him. They are ready, and he is willing to cooperate with the whole process to make sure that he clear his name and that the right processes are followed in this particular matter.